Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Cobra, back today with a State of the Union on Direct Strike. Is it even playable in 2026? And why did Grubby stop playing? One of the biggest Warcraft streamers ever. We're answer all those questions and more. Let's jump right into it. So you're super excited. You've jumped in to the Warcraft 3 champion server, and you want to play some Direct Strike. Well, you might notice there's not a lot of people online. You scroll to the bottom and realize, hey, there's only a couple hundred people online. What happens after you hit search? How long is the wait time? Well, I'm glad you've asked. Typical wait times, the screen at the bottom right will say, hey, you should find the game within 5 minutes. But here's the reality, the wait times are more like 20 minutes. I'll show you. So, what I've got here is a clip from my stream that I did the other day. And this isn't just me deciding to replay my searching for game video over and over at the end of this video. This is the direct clip that I clipped off of the stream. As we can see, it is almost impossible to find a game on W3 Champions in 2026 on Direct Strike. There's multiple factors. The first factor is there's two places to play the game. There's Battle.net and there's W3 Champions. You might think, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, the difference is W3 Champions, as we know, it's the rank ladder. You have MMR, gain points, lose points, skill-based matchmaking system. And you have Battle.net, old school custom games, search for a game at any time, play with whoever you want to. The problem in W3 Champions is, ever since Direct Strike joined W3 Champions a little over a year ago, the problem has been, number one, slow queue times, because you have two different areas where people are searching for the game. They can either go to Battle.net or you can go to W3 Champions. And if everybody is not playing on the same server, as we all know as gamers, when the community is split into two different areas, it's almost impossible to keep it together as one. The other problem that a lot of people don't want to talk about is the circumventing of the MMR system on W3 Champions. I know this system very well. I was there day one when Direct Strike was initially released on the platform. I decided to go all the way to the bottom of the ladder. Yeah, that's right. If you saw me in the chat rooms, I was that Cobra guy that was at 900 MMR. I went from 900 MMR to over 2000 MMR in one season. The biggest problem that I realized when I was going through the entire ladder to understand it top to bottom, and to say that I was able to climb the ladder literally from the bottom, is on W3 Champions, you can play with another ally on your team and make it an arranged team. The other team can be 3 random opponents, not a problem. W3 Champions tries to offset the arranged team versus random team by rewarding less MMR to the winning team that has the arranged, and taking a higher effect on that same team if they're arranged. The problem is, guys continue to circumvent the system. They dodge games, they lag out, and this is what has caused players to turn away from the game. In today's world, people do not want to wait 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to find a game. The wait time on W3 Champions is a solid 15 to 20 minutes. You tell me what game out there in 2026 where people are waiting 20 minutes to get into a game. For the average person coming home from work, if you've got an hour to play video games at night, just imagine it takes you 20 minutes to get into a game, and then You're going up against MMR dodgers, players that only want to play on W3 champions when they're playing a range with their buddies where they can stack the team, where most of us just want to be able to get on, relax, escape for the evening, enjoy a couple minutes of gameplay. Maybe it's an hour, maybe 2 hours. But that's just not the reality. The problem is we can't get everybody together. The player base is split. When it did go to W3 champions, guys circumvented the MMR system. Everybody wants to blame another ally on the team whenever the team starts to lose. It's nothing but full of toxic people. And unfortunately, in a game that's over 20 years old, and it's already surpassed its prime, and there's only a couple guys left playing, unfortunately, the toxicity is the only people that's left. I took a 6-month break, came back to the game. Nothing has changed. The wait times are longer. They're not shorter than when I left. We've got less people playing the game now. When you take a look at when Grubby started streaming the game back in September, there's obviously a reason that he did not continue to play Direct Strike. The wait times, the shitty player base, the lack of availability to even find a game, all of those factors have factored into even one of the biggest streamers to touch on Direct Strike and then move on just as quick as he got there. And that's all because of the people of Direct Strike. The last remaining people who are still in the community don't help out new players. They're toxic, and they're basically the leftovers of people that can't find another game to go play, unfortunately. So this is why Direct Strike in 2026 is almost unplayable, unless you are willing to wait 15, 20 minutes or more to get into a lobby. Unfortunately, most players nowadays, we're not willing to wait that length of time. The young guys that are coming into any type of game, they're not coming into Warcraft 3. They're not coming into the RTS genre. The auto batter genre is not doing too much better. You take a look at Mechabellum, which was another auto battler that came out a little while ago. And that game has had very minimal success, as good of a game as it looks. But unfortunately, with the split community, the toxicity that remains, and the lack of any type of development within the game has unfortunately caused this game to die. It is a super fun game to play. Absolutely enjoy it. If you don't want to have to grind out high APM games and worry about economy of how a traditional RTS is played, this is a great alternative. The only problem is it's just too hard to find a game. I hope things change in the near future. I hope that more people do come back to Direct Strike, and I hope that it truly does take off. I unfortunately try and look at things as realistic as possible, and I just don't see it coming. I wish that this video had a better ending, but unfortunately, it doesn't. I'll continue to try and play casually here and there when I can, but I can't wait 20 minutes just to find a game when the average game of Direct Strike only takes about 14.5 to 15 minutes on average. So I do wish the community the best of luck. I'll try and do whatever I can to support it. I'm open to streaming, making other videos, whatever content that I can to help the community. But unfortunately, this game is almost completely dead. I wish you all nothing but the best of luck in your games. I look forward to seeing from you. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch me live on Twitch. And I'll see you next time. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what I can do the next time for the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.